Yeah, it was, for us being the first car on a racetrack, you never know what you're going to be handed out there. And for us, we never made my qualifying run, either missing the whole first practice due to an engine change. So quite the unknown. So we relied on our teammates there a lot for our qualifying changes and what we needed to do. And we were out there to lay down a pretty decent lap. I got out of the car and it's like, yeah, it's probably about 15th. And, I watched the whole field go. I was like, man, we're just a little bit tighter. We could have got the pole. So, man, we were really close. And it would have been really cool to get the pole without making a mock run and then having to go to the back. But either way, our guys did a really good job recovering from what we had to go through yesterday. And we'll have to recover some more tomorrow.
We'll open up for questions. For Joey, please raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you. As always, state your name and affiliation. We'll start in the back with Scott.
Joey Scott, Trailer Sports Radio 810 WHB Racing Boys Radio. How frustrating is it to have such a good qualifying run, though, that really for not?
It's missing practice wasn't that big of a deal. It is a big deal, don't get me wrong, but having to start in the back is even a bigger deal. So it's frustrating, no matter where we qualified, having to go to the back. But you know what? You go out there and you try to get the pole and you try to go as fast as you can every time you're out there. So, we're going to use this qualifying as a momentum builder for us, as a confidence builder for the team. Show everyone we still got the speed in our Home Depot car, and we'll just make it exciting tomorrow for everyone driving up there.
Okay, we'll take our next question right here from Randy.
You changed engines.
Yeah, we
qualifying.
We changed engines before we even got out of third gear. So she blew up getting onto the racetrack.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yesterday is when we practiced.
So you'll start from the rear tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll start.
Right.
We'll shotgun the field. It's like the old short track days. And they used to pay you more if you started from the back and have to pass them all. I have to talk to NASCAR, see if they do that still.
Well, Joey, you've done so well here in Nationwide and not so hot in Cup. I mean, is there a way you can transfer, you've won 2 Nationwide races here, but even starting 4th and 5th here in Cup, it just hadn't worked?
Yeah, I've had some really good qualifying starts in the Sprint Cup Series, but I haven't had the finishes we quite needed yet. But I feel like I got a car tomorrow that can do that. We're gonna have a lot of work to do to get up there, but I feel like I got a car that has the opportunity to get up there and run good. So we just got to make sure we hit the balance right. That's the big thing that we've been fighting lately is just having a bad balance to start the race, and then by the time we get 3/4 way through the race, we're like, okay, now we're fast, but we can't recover due to not many cautions in our races lately. So we just got to make sure we start the race right. We can't afford to have a bad run starting in the back because the leaders will be there in a hurry. So you got to be up on your game, up on the wheel the first few laps, pass a lot of these cars and try to get some track position. And the first 10 cars would be the easy cars to pass. As you get going, they get harder and harder. Everyone starts to run closer to the same speed. And trying to find clean air. Our balance is going to change a lot throughout the day. So we just got to be aware of what's going on around us because it's going to be changing throughout the day.
Okay, our next question from Marty.
Marty Smith, ESPN. You've now had a couple months with Ratcliffe to kind of feel out the differences between him and Zipadelli. How has working with him changed your approach to your job?
Quite a bit. Jason and I are working really well together. But there is some of those growing pains, if you want to say it, or just getting used to each other. The way we communicate, you're going to go through that. Because we really haven't ran many races together before this point. We ran 2 Nationwide races together. So trying to figure each other out, when I say something, how much, how severe is it, him trying to get used to my number scale, stuff like that is huge. And then and there's little things every week that you don't even know you had to work on. You're like, oh, okay, well, now we know. So the big thing is we're able to, figure out what the problem is, and we're able to talk about it and work on it. That's the big thing is, running bad is one thing, but not being able to have an answer to it is even worse. And like I said, we're able to fix the problem 3/4 of the way through the race right now. So I feel like if we just start the races better, we'll be up there contending for wins. So I think it's going to be a big deal. We come to these racetracks a second time when we have a notebook together and kind of know what each other is thinking, I think you'll see a big improvement in our Home Depot team. So you saw that a lot last year with the 2, obviously. When they made their crew chief change the second part of the year, it was like, wow. So we're hoping that's how it's going to be. I can tell you we've made some big improvements already with Jason and I. So we're going to keep working on that. The team's working good together, though. Jason and the rest of the team with the engineers and the car chief and all the guys on the team are gelling really well. So it's going as planned. We always want to run a little bit better right now.